Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you with another podcast, and this video is brought to you and sponsored by Soldex. Well, not really sponsored, but I just want to give a shout out to him. And we have pretty much everybody in here. We have Vonta J.
Hey, what's good?
Aaron Hierro,
Yes, lads.
the number one best Espada in all across the
7
nations.
times BBS world champion.
We got Riddler on the mic,
Hello there again.
and we got Cool with an upgraded mic.
With an upgraded mic. That's the highlight.
And we got Sid,
How's it going?
and the boy David Exclusive
What's up, y'all?
with the beautiful hair. That lion mane. Mm-hmm.
all fleek.
And yeah, so we're here, and we're here to discuss some BBS and apparently some Tower of God.
Oh god.
But
That made me happy.
yeah, so I mean that's pretty much that. Let me actually do this. Okay. All right. So how's everyone doing today?
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
Doing alright.
Good.
Amazing.
Oh man. All right. So who wants to start off?
What are we talking about?
I mean, we got a list of things to talk about, right?
Yeah.
We got a few things.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
the first thing
first.
Go for it.
Shouldn't Spite be saying to everyone what we're gonna discuss in this podcast?
Yes, I
maybe?
think so. But I just wanted to shout out Soldex again and the new website, because if you guys haven't seen it, he has completely upgraded it and it has dark mode now. And I think that alone is just like fantastic. So that is the big news. It has dark
Shout out
mode,
to
it
dark
has a
mode.
bunch
Bro, I
of
just
features.
clicked the light mode and it just blinded my eyes.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I was like, I looked at the website. I was like, whoa, what happened? It was already in dark mode. I was like, all right, you already know what I'm thinking. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Shoot, shit look nice.
I've already had like night mode extensions and whatnot, so like it was not new for me.
Oh, I need to get on that.
Yeah, I mean it works, but like it still sucks that everyone's like. I think every time I post like something from YouTube Studios, it's always white because you can have night mode in YouTube
That's
Studios.
the thing. It is so annoying. But you know what's even worse? When you open Bleach Brave Soul at night and you just have this big white screen with parental
Yeah.
consent and stuff like that, it just blinds you to death, and you're like, ah. I mean, come on.
And then you share
on
like
Bleach
a.
Mobile 3D, they had the dark mode one, so you open it, it's dark, it's great, it's okay for the eyes, and then you open Bleach Brave Soul and you're like, ah.
Oh damn! I didn't even think of that. Like I always get.
Send it off to Matt.
Hmm.
Send it off to Matt. See if he can do
Send
something.
it to Matt.
Yeah, if he ever wants to respond.
Ever, maybe.
Yeah, I saw the little letter and whatnot. I was like, I wonder how many YouTubers you actually contacted though. All right, so new accessories are out. Overall thoughts?
In tea time?
Yeah, tea time.
I completely forgot that we were getting new accessories until they came out, and I was like, oh shit, I kind
Yeah,
of want them, but
they're.
like I was like 300
Prepare you.
orbs, sure, let's do it, and then nothing
spent
happened. I
orbs?
was like,
Oh, you
I'm
spent
never-
orbs?
Yeah, I'm never doing this again. I had plenty. I did 300. I regretted it immediately. Never again.
You
So
should have
you-
talked to me first. I would have talked you out of it.
Yes.
So who
That's
here
wild.
pulled orbs? Who here used orbs for the new accessories?
I'm
I
sorry,
think-
50% was like
No
nice.
way.
I think Sid like last year spent how many orbs on the accessory gotcha?
I think it was a total of around 19k.
Yeah.
This was the end of
Hold up.
this was the end of Malaysian orbs. So the first
That's a lot though,
in
ain't
the
it?
first about 2,000, yeah, it was in the first about 2,500 orbs. I got a gold Pupples, or not Pupples, Yuki, and then I only did on the Chappies after that, and 16k orbs, 0 gold.
Wow.
If you do the math, if you would have actually pulled it at a 0.5% at that time, that would have been 5 golds.
Oh, just to be fair, I'm playing over 3 years by now, and I still don't even have one gold item on my account. So,
Really?
So I
Got
have,
on that extreme co-op grind.
That's
I-
unlucky.
I do have 4 of the golds, and they're all different colors. But
Ooh, nice
I
one.
pulled them all off of tickets.
Exactly.
nice.
Tickets are the way. Although I've been
Yeah.
playing with orbs as well,
That's
but
how I got
tickets
my
are the
gold.
way.
Did you see Kochi summons though? Like he spent like 700 bracelet tickets and got no golds.
I
Yeah,
saw
like,
that.
that
We
was
pulled the
brutal.
same amount. I was shocked. And then Spite got some goals as well. I mean,
Bro.
it's so random. It's so random. By the way, congrats on those ones.
Yeah,
One of my
thank
guild
you.
members got one on his very first multi.
Yo, watching Kochi summons made me want to vomit. Like I literally like felt sick to my stomach because I watched it and like that whole summon session was like an hour. So I'm like skimming through like every now and then just because it's way too long for me to like literally just sit down and watch that in particular. And I'm like, did this guy really pull nothing? Like what the literal hell?
Same thing.
It made me want.
Admit,
Oh, go ahead, bro.
I gotta admit, on my last accessory summons, I used 140 Brave Souls accessory tickets, and on my second multi, I got one of the new items, which was pretty hype though. The T with the spiritual pressure for the one cars. So
Oh,
that was pretty
one.
good.
Which color? Was it
Yeah.
the purple one?
The mind one. Mind.
The mind. Oh, just like me then. Just like me.
Y'all need to pull them halibels.
Exactly, that's the thing. But it's not that good. After the
I
gameplay,
know.
I'm very
I
disappointed.
know. It's the same with me and Kisuke. Like, I have 3 dupe sources, and I'm waiting for a really OP speed character in general.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna have to wait a bit longer.
I don't like Ichibe's gameplay though. Like, he's not fun. Like, NAD characters aren't fun for me.
well, apparently we may be getting another Ichibei, by the way.
Yeah, but like, he's not gonna be speed.
No,
Like, he's
not
probably
gonna
not gonna be speed. Like, that's the sad part.
Sad part. But so about accessories, what y'all thinking? To get back on topic.
I'm glad that they're not as broken as I expected them to be. Like, like from a
Same.
damage standpoint, like they are really strong, but they're not like gold chappy busted.
Yeah, true.
The problem is, what is the point? What's the point of this? Like, the game difficulty hasn't improved in ages, and they keep just releasing buff items,
Mhm.
buff things.
Yep.
What's the point? I mean, it's just... And Resurrection, they've even made the quest easy. What are they trying to do there? Are they just trying to... I mean,
Dude.
I don't know. I don't get.
I
I've
think-
made the video 1 damage. I take 1 damage on a crit from the Nads on Resurrection thing.
I'm fine with it though, to be honest.
can
I
auto
hated
that
Resurrection. Yeah, I hated Resurrection. Like, I was like the most boring thing in the entire game. Like,
They basically removed it without removing it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just cut down on time.
Yo,
You can
I
just
watched
auto
whose video? I think it was Aaron's video. He was like reviewing the comments on Bleach Brave Souls on the reviews.
Oh, the App Store reviews, yeah.
Yeah, the App Store one. And there was someone commenting like, I quitted the game because I cannot complete the resurrection quest.
Oh, right, that one.
Bro,
was
you can't
like,
dodge?
no.
That's funny.
You don't know how to dodge?
I mean, it's not about dodging. It's about having a lot of patience at this point.
And running away.
Yeah.
And
It's like
That's
you
the
spend like
problem
4
with
minutes on that quest. Even Epic Rate is faster than doing Resurrection quest.
Oh,
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like have a Twitter or like are active on Twitter, but like, listen, I posted this on Twitter and I'm like, hey guys, don't forget to download the new update.
oh, that's fairly recent too.
Oh yeah, I always make jokes because of the whole Tokinata incident.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
No, but honestly, what do you guys think about the new accessory? So yes, we've talked about it, but do you think we're gonna get new variants of those accessories just to cater for other affiliations? And what do you think about Caleb just releasing two of them, not covering all the affiliations that we have? So
It's a good.
that was weird.
It's good from a business standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I blew up all my tickets, so yes, I agree. It is very good from a business standpoint. Now I need to rebuild the stock now.
Yeah, I think that we're probably gonna start getting more 4-star accessories like we did soon after, like the whole gold pupples and stuff. With how like they vomited a bunch of like status ailment reductions and stuff. But I'm expecting new 4-stars to be akin to like the Zeta balls. So like things like guard break, things like we already have the hidden enemies. Yeah. So things like guard break. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they like decide to do like 5-star accessories with like enhanced links, kind of like strong attack recharge 14% or normal attack damage 25%, kind of like the lieutenant's badge.
The only thing is, are we having too many accessories that are gacha exclusive that you need that you can only pull from the tickets? Because at some point being able to evolve those accessories was great. It was giving a chance for everyone, but now everything seems like you need to pull it from the accessory machine, which is and the rates are so bad as well.
Yeah, the rates are horrible. I mean,
they buffed being able to get 4-stars from the accessory machines, but it's way harder to get what you need now.
Well, they've improved the rates for the accessory machine on 3-star and above tickets, so from the brave souls and 3-star, but the premium one still have awful rates, and they could afford to at least improve the rates on the 4-star accessories, which don't mean anything, to be honest. Like 4-star accessories are fine. It's okay if they do this on the premium tickets as well, not just the special ones.
I'm fine with like certain accessories being like premium, especially if like you can get Zeta balls and stuff if you recycle your 4-stars, right?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I don't think you can.
They're only from the machine.
That's the thing.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you could.
Nah, just from tickets alone when it comes to these levels.
I think I'm okay with the whole 4-star accessories tickets and stuff, just because like they did buff the rates on them, and like you get a lot of them from the point events. Like, I mean, not many people are gonna do it, but I actually don't mind using like 100 orbs for like 500 tickets and then just blasting them on a point event.
Oh, that I agree. That I agree.
1,000 orbs now for 12 tickets in like the last month.
Yeah.
Getting them link slots, G.
The only thing is what basically saying if they start adding more 4-star items, it's gonna make it really bad.
Oh yeah, because
The
then
problem
you
is the
dilute
pool.
the pool.
It's too tight.
I agree.
I like the fact that they came up with new accessories because everyone was like, yo, they might add golden tension ties or golden captain's robe or stuff like that. And now they came with sort of a spiritual pressure chappy for multiple affiliations, which
They should have just done 5 of them.
Yeah, and then they're gonna add more in the future, so it's like it's just gonna get out of hand. It already is, to be honest.
But the thing is, as Cole already said as well, the difficulty of the game is just not changing. So unless Caleb is gonna change the game to a harder mode, the use of these accessories would be more fun. But now, if you got a max transcendent character, you can do anything in the game, and the accessories don't even matter.
You don't even need to have it max transcended. Like just like a regular level 200 character can already do most of the job.
Yeah, freaking whatchamacallit. With the new spiritual pressure item, I meant when I'm using a transcendent character, they're already one-shotting. So, is it just so I can look at bigger damage numbers?
Yeah, that's probably it, and nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know what Caleb is up to be honest. It's just at some point I'm wondering if it's just like pushing updates just for the sake of having updates, just like releasing new accessories just for the sake of releasing them. It's
really.
So I do feel
weird.
like they're in a kind of bad state for releasing new content, because usually they want a good portion of the player base to be able to do it. Because otherwise the newer people get really frustrated, like, oh, I can't do this, and they don't realize how long other people's been playing for to actually be able to do that content.
Yeah,
Then they're afraid of people, the newer people getting frustrated if they release content only the basically people who've been playing a ridiculous long time and put way too many hours into their account.
That's like one thing that I always hated, like about like epic raids is my biggest complaint I hear about epic raids when it comes to like comment section is like, oh, it's like how are they expecting us to do this? And it's like epic raids isn't really hard. It's just like the only thing that actually requires some form of real effort to like clear.
Yeah.
Because like Guild Quest isn't hard to clear. Guild Quest is hard to score well, but epic raids is something that you need to take the time to learn. But that's raids for every single game from like World of Warcraft to like Destiny. Like that's just how it is. Like
a game needs to have a little bit of challenge anyway, because otherwise people get bored.
Yeah.
And epic raid, at some point you get to know the patterns. Like they're somewhat repetitive, honestly. Like a lot of them are repetitive. So once you've learned how to dodge most of them, like even if they bring out a new raid, it's almost the same thing. Like Acid Warrior is a bit different from the rest, but the other ones are pretty much the same. You have the pull and like the pull and push thing. You have all these like rings around them. You have. It's pretty much the same all the time. There's just like one thing that changes in all of them, which is either the blind thing or the shield or etc. etc. That's the only difference mainly in the raids, but it's mostly the same.
Yeah, I'm fine with the way it is. Like one thing that I will say though is like from the whole we're missing difficult content stuff is I honestly, as soon as they announced Transcendence without like saying they were gonna start buffing newer content, like the current content that's currently out, I was like, okay, you know what? They'll probably give us a couple months, let us like work on some transcended units that we actually want to work on, and then in a few months' time, they'll release like the next thing. Like just like they released Inheritance Zone after the 200 update, just like they released Droplet Zone after Inheritance Zone. Like they're just gonna. Yeah.
I kind of think that's still something that's yet to come, because right about now with those ×5 co-op update, which is going to be huge and a great thing in BBS, I personally think that KLab will be adding a more difficult mode where it actually requires to get link slotted characters and transcendence and stuff, because why would KLab otherwise be all of the sudden just now only like change the co-op mode? Because I don't know, I feel that there's something is about to come very soon.
Yeah, for me personally, I feel like everything that they're doing right now for quality of life is all stuff that should have been done over the course of like the last 2 years anyways. So instead of like, I'm 100% fine with them putting out new content in exchange for huge quality of life upgrades that are going to help us out, like from a catch up standpoint. Because like right now, a huge portion of like the community and whatnot, especially the newer players, are going to be able to play catch up without having to put in the quote unquote work that we put in over the last few years. Like it's easier more than ever to link slot. Oh, go ahead, Riddler.
This is the time of year that we normally get new game mode updates, and the fact that they haven't announced anything yet is a little bit concerning. Because if you think back, 2 years ago was Guilds in February, and then Guild Quests in March. Last year,
they announced it during the live stream, so we knew about it during the December live stream. So we had it coming for 2 months, and this live stream, like the one that we had for anniversary, the global one, didn't really have any preview of a new game mode, and that's why what you say is just very right. And
and even there's usually, even if there's stuff that they haven't announced on the live stream, like last year there was Minions that went along with Epic Raids. Wasn't announced on the live stream, but we had hints of it in the database as early as like January or February.
I think it was in the live stream though. At the very end, you had like you had the preview for what Epic Raid looked like, and then you had this the enemy that was like shrunk down to a small version, and that was the announcement of Minion at the very end.
I thought that was with the live for the Can't Figure in the World round 1.
I don't think they had the small ones when they were
Yeah, no, it came out
testing
of the
Epic
beta.
Raids initially.
No,
No, they
because that was
didn't.
Epic Raid's
It
beta.
was Menos first, and they didn't have a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first pet was with Fishbone in March.
I love those
But-
familiars.
The stuff that they've added lately in the database, if anything, hints more towards another power-up system rather than a game mode.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Because yeah, let's just like a quick reminding everyone, like Riddler pays very close attention to all the database updates. So not long ago, he posted something on Reddit about the new update that was coming our way. So the one that included 10 slots for the team, and the fact that in the database we had some hints of the new Epic Raid coming up next month as well, and so on and so forth. But again, there's nothing that is hinting at a harder game mode at all.
I squealed like a little girl when I heard the 10-team slot. As soon as, yeah, dude, because like no one was talking about it. Like, I didn't see anyone talking
That
about
was
it,
so
and
nice.
I'm like, oh, Riddler posted a whole little content thing update. I'm like, and I see at the bottom it's like, oh, team update looks like it's gonna be 10, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, how is nobody talking about this? This is like this is the greatest news like that we've gotten.
I was so
in
happy.
weeks,
I
like-
hate swapping out freaking teams.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
The only thing is, I wish they made like each of those slots independent, as in like you could have, you know how
links?
sometimes when you try to build it, yes, the links.
Yep.
If only each of them was like a very independent compartment where you could just have like the links that you want without like having to reuse the accessories on a different, like remove them from a character, put them in another character. I mean, that is one thing that annoys me the most, to be honest.
That actually brings up something that I really want of quality of life is I want to be able to build, like, have 2 different builds for each attribute and be able to just be like,
Ooh.
I want to pick that one. So I'll
Yeah,
have
just
all
like
my
they do with the
SP build, and then for all of like mine, and then I'll have my NAD build all for mine, and then each attribute and just be able to like pick. That way I
Yeah,
don't have to go in there.
It could be something the same like you can choose with the Epic Raids. You can choose multiple builds over there as well when you pick your difficulty mode.
Oh, I love that.
That's where you can choose your builds up as well. So if KLab would be able to implant that into the entire game, that would be fairly interesting in my opinion.
I'd be completely fine. Like, I'm fine with how it is now, but the only real change that I really want to see is probably for co-op. Like, regular co-op, I feel like it should have the whole Epic Raid function. And then if...
Yeah.
And another thing that I really hate in co-op, or Epic Raids in general, is I really hate that when you try to join a room because, like, a friend's trying to, like, just run, but they don't tell you that it's, like, hard exclusive, mind exclusive, and it's just like, okay, you just put in the number. Try to guess what the what room it is, because we're not going to tell you. You're just going to tell you that you can't join it. I hate that. That's like the one thing that triggers me in BS right now. It's like, can you tell me what kind of room you're running? Because KLab doesn't. It's like, I'd like to help, but it's a weekend and there's 3 things currently up.
I'm already happy that they're implanting the ×5 co-op for everyone. That's a huge quality of life update.
Yeah.
That is true, especially for
It's
IZ,
time,
because
though.
people. Yeah.
No, they just need
The one
extreme
thing I'm wondering
co-op.
though is, yeah, the one thing I'm wondering though is when they're gonna bring it to Extreme Co-op, as you said, and when it's gonna come down to Epic Raids time as well to get it at ×5. Because I've been doing a lot of Epic Raids today, and I was like, it's not that hard anymore, but it's just like it's long to do it one run after one run after one run. I don't know.
It'll be a year. New game modes pretty consistently get 5 times unlocked 2 years after they're released.
Yeah, that's what it seems
But how
like
long has
too.
it been for Epic Raid, for Extreme Co-op? I mean, Extreme Co-op has been here before Inheritance Zone, if I'm not mistaken.
It was.
To be fair,
Extreme Co-op.
It was here before level 200s.
I still think
Exactly. So
I still think Extreme Co-op is just like, I still think the rewards for Extreme Co-op is probably like some of the most beneficial ones in the entire game. So I'm not surprised, and I don't mind.
tickets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily just tickets. Like, you can only do a certain amount of runs in a certain time slot. Now, if everyone's doing ×5 runs, you'll be mass farming the living shit out of it.
At that point, you only need 2 time slots
Yeah.
to waste all your tickets.
I don't know why they still have time slots in the first place.
I hate
It's
the
just
time
really
slots.
slots.
inconvenient. They got rid of it for Guns Bonanza how long ago?
Yeah, the time slots was like
Oh, I
beneficial
totally forgot
back
about
in the
that.
day when like not many people could even do it. Cause like it's still third seat restricted, but like nowadays you have so many people that like the active people are in third seat specifically for extreme. I want to say that most of the people that are in like third seat, like teeter tottering between third and fourth, literally go to third specifically for extreme co-op.
That's,
The week before, not
Yeah.
even like
That's what I
they chill out for 3 weeks and then the week before, boom.
Yeah,
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 no, that's
Yep.
exactly what I do.
that's
that's
what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they would change the time slot thing. I find that really.
But the thing is, everyone does that because the extreme co-op from 7 seats and above is such a joke. It's such a joke. There's absolutely no point in wasting time in it. I mean, they could have at least made it a little bit better or a little bit more worth it. But no.
The only,
it doesn't
the
even
only
help with
things
the
I've
inside
ever
either.
had fun in PvP was fighting people that I knew.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
That's true. Actually, something that would be cool is if you could, in your friend list, if you could actually find people from your friend list, even if it's not
Friendly
live,
challenge.
Yes, you could
Yes.
just challenge them from your friend list, regardless of the league of the person.
yeah,
But that could be fun, actually. That could add some a little bit of excitement to the game.
yeah. If they had
People have been
that,
suggesting
oh god,
friendly challenges since 2017 at
it's
least.
facts. OP Wild wouldn't have had to like spend orbs and a bunch of resources to try to find and flex on that one guy, thinking he was an equal.
Trust me. We've done one video together where we wanted to fight each other and we create like some story mode moments in PvP. It took us like 2 hours just to find each other, and we were in similar rankings, and we were in head captain as well, meaning that there's only 50 people in that place.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you-
imagine
do you know?
2 hours.
You know how to reset your search list, don't you?
Yeah.
So I've done when I was doing way too much PvP. So if you keep refreshing, you got about, I think it's around like 20-ish people in your pool. It's like 20 to 30. Once you refresh too many times, you're pretty much you're locked into that pool, and to get unlocked out of that pool, you need to win. You need to win like 5 to 7 battles without. Maybe you can refresh it like once in those, but you can't really refresh it much.
Wow.
Otherwise, you get stuck back in there.
Yeah.
I did this way too many times finding people. It's also how there was a guy who had a hard-on for OP Wild when we had a PvP thing and Spite's thing. So I kept actually attacking OP Wild and beating him and sending screenshots to the dude. It was freaking annoying the crap out of me.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was just making him rage. So
Do you remember who this was?
no, I do not remember
Okay.
who it was.
Calling out names.
He thought OP Wild was absolute the best, but I mean at that time there wasn't Transcendence, so there was quite a few people who had just as good of a team as he did.
Yeah, it's wild now. Like the amount of money.
Money.
Yep.
It's all about the whales.
It really
Yeah,
is.
like now there's straight up no way I could freaking probably beat him with how much he's done Transcendence of PvP team.
Oh,
It's-
that's 500 attack on extra slot everywhere, and then the links are also 500 attack extra
with the
slot.
gold
Forget
chappies
about
and the
it.
DR, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that was when I had the best PvP team that was technically possible.
Let's get back
But
to the
it was
Dodge
less
meta.
grindy at the time. Yeah, the Dodge meta. Oh, the Zael Aporo, the Aizen, OG Aizen.
The
Bar-
I remember
Suzumabachi.
you-
Don't forget about Bargon.
Oh, Bargain was the proper PvP cancer. Everybody was. There's been a lot of amazing units in PvP, but now it's just like I don't know. It's just too stale.
Like,
I still get like completely beaten up by some fully transcendent belief Toshiros that just like nuke the hell out of my team, but it's just
yeah, my team gets
Yeah.
like stalled out by like like max transcendent Unahanas. Cause like they'll just
Does
heal
she?
and then like my nuker. Well, I don't have a DR team. I have a. Well, I mean they use DR, but my team depends on killing as fast as possible. And then Unahana's like, yeah, nice try, bitch.
You're
I know,
not
I
really
have one-
focusing on PvP anymore, right? Spite.
there's no rewards for it.
I personally like this is gonna be weird. I like PvP, but I don't like how the balance of PvP is just so weighted towards DR poise flurry that it's hard to really have fun and like have like the best accessories and best like the I'm not trying to flex on no one, but like my account's pretty stacked, so like I can usually build a team that'll work in like fourth or third seat with like no issues until Transcendence hits, and then it's just the weight of just poise flurry DR and now barriers is just too much. Like there's like
It's
no
not
way.
just about this. It's about transcendence levels as well. Because even if you have the latest meta unit, if you have like less transcendence levels, you're not going to be facing. You're not going to be doing great at all.
Oh, yeah,
That's
true.
the thing.
Yeah.
So initially, you needed to have only one of those units. So if you pull that one Noitra, you were good. If you pull that one Weaken, you were good. Now it doesn't mean much, to be honest.
You need at least 2 copies.
Yeah, I
At
don't even use
least.
EG pen. I pulled him because I got a max transcended Chad.
Yeah, that stamina, that's the transcendence on the stamina is so like strong on DR units, like for that 2 out of 5.
Oh yeah, it does make such a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. It's a lot of the people. I'm like myself. Don't want to work on PvP units. We only use them in PvP, and we literally just click a button and say fight this person. Then you just watch.
That's it.
It's like getting cucked.
Yeah. No, it is extreme. It is just too boring. And thing is, the rewards haven't changed in ages. Like at the time when we had the Hoyoku's Will added to the rewards, that was great. Having Brave Soul tickets in it was great as well. But now that you can get like 50 to 60 Brave Soul tickets from a single point event, I mean, PvP doesn't cut it. Especially when you need to spend orbs for PvP, not just to do the battles, but to get the characters, to get the transcendence levels, to get everything.
The rewards have always been trash.
Yeah.
Those tickets have always been overpriced.
And the medals aren't really that great either.
The only thing it was good for was getting the new metal exchange characters for the orbs from that, or their crystal links.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think Extreme Co-ops is like the real prize of PvP, and I still think that the head captains get shafted way too much for like the amount of money they spend to like 1 to stay there, and then 2 to like to literally
even-
to just stay there and get there.
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
Head captain's never been worth it.
Yeah, well, Captain is tiring, to be honest, because
Yeah.
if you don't do all your tickets as soon as they refresh, you're gonna get demoted.
Or spend a lot of
Lieutenant
orbs.
is alright, yeah, as well. But what's the point again?
Yeah,
because you don't get anything. It's
Yeah, even Lieutenant's kind of annoying to stay in too, especially if you don't have like max transcendence. As long as you like, you're at the mercy of everyone who's like max transcendence anything, so you have to pick and choose your battles way too scarcely.
I don't know if it's still possible, but one of the ways I found out easy to stay between lieutenant and captains was you do, while you're in lieutenants, once you get into captains, then you just don't do any PvP for that week. You get demoted to lieutenant, then you use all those 45 extra PvP tickets the moment it drops, and then you make sure you don't you constantly do all your
that is exactly
funny.
what I do,
Demoted again.
literally.
But then You're
I just
losing.
chill in the head. I just chill in captain, get all my tickets, and then when I go back to lieutenant, I just use all those extra free tickets on day one, and then I just use the one that I get daily, and that's it. And then I go back to captain to not do anything, and then back to lieutenant. And then I just like.
You heard it here first, folks. The secrets to being
I used to
captain.
do that
Monsters. What the hell?
How to get
Yeah,
captain rank for real?
It's so easy to float between those two. Way easier than most people.
Yeah, true.
That's
I just
funny.
need to get there first.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
let's move on from PvP and talk about these new summon animations. Because Jay, you're the one that brought this up.
Man, dude, I have been waiting for some new summon animations because like I think these are just boring. Like once you get gold, that's it. Like you just click skip and just move on. You know, there's no chance for like a fake out or anything like that, and it's like that's boring to me. I want to be able to get a 5-star on a gold. You know, maybe a fake out or something because all these other games that I play have fake out animations and shit, and it's just like we're what 4 years into Brave Souls. Why?
Yeah.
Why can't we have some, you know, flashy or whatever? That's just really about it for me, man.
I hope they
Especially like Dokkan. Dokkan literally revamped their summon animations and just added a few more too. So why couldn't they do that sooner? You know?
To be fair, Dokkan has never really been like crazy graphically intensive.
I mean, you're right.
True, sir.
But,
Yeah,
like,
that's the only piece of graphic content they actually have, which we have.
Nah,
like,
no, they
3D
don't.
animations
No, that is
every few
not
weeks.
true.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
not true. Dokkan animations have stepped up, like in terms of like the actual character cards. Like their animations like nowadays are actually pretty sick. That blue
oh, they
Gogeta
look
is.
absolutely amazing. Yeah, they
Woo!
look absolutely amazing. It's
That
like
drop.
they just take the anime.
Yeah,
just
but it
throw
took them
in the game.
5 years.
Nah, hey man, at least they're evolving. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Caleb, you hearing?
yeah, like to be fair, Dokkan's gone through like they revamped their stuff very very well, and like unlike Caleb, like their form of resurrection actually not only makes characters viable, but some of them are even better than like the Dokkan Fest units that come out.
Oh yeah, it really it brings them back into the like the meta and shit.
Yeah.
And, like makes them really good. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
You know?
when they announced Resurrections, I was really hoping that they were gonna take a page out of Dokkan, and they just didn't. They really didn't. Like we have glorified links when it comes to these resurrection units, and I'm okay with that. But
Glorified links? It's called status ailments. At most.
and I'm talking about
That's
like
it,
the
Glorified.
one of like 100. Like I'm talking about like Stark. I'm talking about like. Is it just
Yeah,
Stark?
that's what-
Is that it?
Yeah, sorry.
That's tough. Oh man,
I meant-
what about Red Kenny with his strong attack damage link?
But
Yeah, but Stark, that's the one. It's Stark. Then you have the Yorichi and the what's his name? The Byakuya, the frenzy ones, the 2 frenzies, and that's it. These are the most useful links so far.
But that's evasion, anyways. Like he wasn't writing home to the bank about anything.
But yeah,
I will still argue for the old Power Noitra too, because he's strong attack damage and low stamina.
yeah,
Rapid
that one is good. Agreed, that one is good.
Stamina. I'm gonna have to work on him. I didn't know
Back to
that.
the animations.
Silaparo or Poro, freaking Christmas one's also pretty good. It's
What does he have again? I forgot. Strong attack and
stamina recharge and normal attack damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's a good
does
one.
he?
I always check them on for if I'm doing
I'm gonna-
autos
I'm-
on my
I'm
Ruruka.
gonna go work on him right now.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna tweak that guy.
The speed Byakuya got an upgrade. He
Yes,
became
Speed
a
Byakuya and the
level 1
vortex.
vortex.
He became a vortex. Yes, that is a true, very true. I'm actually wondering what they're gonna do with the Ichigo, the tag team Ichigo, and those kind of stuff. With the 50 hits vortex, the native 50 hits vortex, because that could be interesting.
I cannot wait until old school full wing Ichigo gets resurrected.
Oh,
That guy.
I can't wait for him to
Yes.
get weakened duration minus 55%.
Yeah, that'd be yo.
If they give him strong
hope they
attack
give-
recharge, he's gonna be the next that. Like he's gonna be like 1,000-Year Blood War Toshido.
Oh yeah.
I would be in love if they give him strong attack recharge. Oh my god.
They're gonna make it big, just like they did with Fulolo Ichigo, Denga. You know when? Well, the thing is, I'm very surprised because
Good
Fulolo Ichigo was great. You know when they did the batch about Fulolo Ichigo and who was in that batch again?
It's just
They
Segunda
killed the same
Toppa
time.
Okiura. It was just
Yeah, second. Yeah, that's true. So those two were great in terms of resurrection. Those resurrections were great.
Mhm.
And then they moved down to Dengai and Aizen. Really?
Yeah.
This is what they did?
I feel like
that
they're
was-
just now pulling them out of their ass.
But the biggest example was what they did with Orihime, New Year Orihime. That just shows up that they just have, like a set of skills. They just press a button and just like does the con random machine, and they just like pick some skills. It's like you're gonna get this, but I don't even have damage on my special. Whatever. That's what Con said.
that was so
I feel
funny
like
to
that's what
me.
they do for a lot of things, honestly. In the game. Like,
That was like the old getting SP on a check.
I do believe that they intentionally shafted Dangai, Ichigo, and Heizen though. I really feel like that because out of those three characters, only Baragon gets frenzy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
There's no way that's a coincidence that Ichigo only gets 5% like bruiser. Like
What they should have done was make them ridiculous and then just make a banner on it.
they should have, because like they
could
would have
have done
sold
it,
so
actually.
many more packs.
Exactly. If they did it great, people would have bought the packs, or they would have done. Yeah. Especially because those packs were re-released, so now you could actually buy them again this month.
Mhm.
But because of how shafted these two were in terms of resurrection, who's gonna buy it?
Yeah, I would honestly if they made the characters like if they gave Ichigo frenzy, and then like a nice bruiser, I don't even think that would have been broken because he isn't a Espada killer anyways. So like he's not gonna be doing shit in Inheritance Zone or Droplet Zone unless you transcend him. And if he was good, if he was done well, I actually would have started like I would have been like, yo guys, buy this pack, like buy this pack, like. But no, they decided to be like, all right, you know what, you get shafted, and Baragon, you're already useless, like.
Sprinter. My problem is Sprinter and Baragon. Like he's weird in terms of movement. I don't
yeah,
like
the
those
long
characters
stride.
that have like he has long stride but no sprinter, so that
Mhm.
makes him very clunky when he moves.
Yeah.
But yeah,
thing is, Spite, if I'm not mistaken, you tried to hype up Dangai's resurrection too, right?
Oh, I wasn't like trying to hype it up. I was hyped. Like that's like, dude.
A lot of
To
people were hyped.
to me, Dangai is still like top 3 favorite character in the entire game, and not even
That's who I got.
Bottles.
yeah, like Dangai's literally the reason that I started playing Bleach Brave Souls. I started playing Bleach Brave Souls when Dangai got announced for JP, but I don't read kanji, so I was playing global.
for me, it was Fulolo Ichigo. That was the one that got me the most excited. You know, when he was actually announced in the game, that banner with Fulolo Ichigo and Segunda Etapa in it was just incredible. Was it decisive battle, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the
Decisive
biggest
battle, yeah.
banner in the game at the time. It was so incredible. Everybody was just like super hyped for it.
And the
And then Arthur and
animations.
Shuhei.
Ooh man.
But
Oh,
the Dengue
decisive
one was
yeah. Shoot, hey, R.I.P. my homie.
You know what was hype too back in the day? Old
Getting
school
Conan
Klinjao,
Dandy.
the blue one.
Oh, when he got a
Yes.
6-star, or like when he came out.
No.
No.
Oh,
When he came
I
out.
wasn't here for
He
that.
was the
but
PvP king.
Oh yes, he
You were there.
was.
His only counter was Metal Exchange Tessai.
Yeah, he
Metal
didn't get
Exchange,
murdered.
oh, no.
until he came out.
remember Tessa in Metal in PvP. Oh.
The only time a Metal Exchange unit has ever been viable for anything.
Hey,
Wasn't
you
there
know.
another one as well that was viable?
Yeah. Baby Nell.
Maybe now as a DR link.
As a DR Link, yes, but
And-
as a main character, didn't we have another one that was viable?
Kaden
man.
was a dodge link,
Yeah.
so she might have been viable.
My con was viable.
My Kakapura's viable right now. He can clear Inheritance Zone in 3 minutes.
Did
He
you
has 3K SP.
did you did you max transcend or is he 555?
No.
He's 5 across.
He's 555 with a level 3 SP slot.
Level 3 SPS. I'm done.
And with Transcended Link.
Oh man, that's great.
He's 10-10-10 too.
Speaking of those resurrection units, by the way, the one thing I found very funny is what's her name, Suzume Bachi. You know, it was at that time when K-Lab was starting to introduce the enhanced links, and Suzume Bachi with a 15% dodge felt like she was gonna be game breaking. She was like 15% and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
no more dodge link ever in the game. It was like the first enhanced one for dodge, and then the last one as one.
I feel like that's one of those
There was-
K-Lab just decides to backpedal. Same thing with like the special move sources.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's another topic as well.
Yeah, hold on. Let
Big
me
one.
let Riddler finish his statement. My bad, bro.
There was a couple other dodge links after, but they weren't enhanced.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one was the Blizzard Fly Kaname, right before second
You're right.
anniversary.
You're right. The speed one.
Hollow Kaname confirmed.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh man. Dang, dude, yeah, Baragon was fucking stupid with Suzumabachi. Jesus. Because this was before link slots too, so like, oh my god, 49% dodge. Fuck that, dude. Wait, no, it wasn't 49. Like 44. Oh, it's 48. Close enough. Yeah, so I really do think that K-Lab has like completely backpedaled on the special move sources, because they were giving them out like candy for a little bit. Like, they're like, okay, everyone gets one of every color. Those that screwed up and sold their characters ahead of time, y'all are getting the greatest compensation of your entire fucking life. And then, okay, cool. Point. We're gonna give this on the point event instead of like an essence scroll, which more often than not you have too many essence scrolls anyways.
The problem is they gave us false hopes, and that's the problem in my opinion. Because with the announcement of this, you know, it felt like that was the new item in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody gets 5, one of each attribute. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do the compensation, and they hand them over for stupid reasons so easily. So it feels like, you know, it's not going to be that hard to get it. And then 2 weeks later, in the next point event, boom, we also have a special resources added in. So all the signs pointed in the direction that we are going to get them in the game economy. It was officially being added in the game economy.
I'd argue
Yeah.
that they did that. They calculated that in order to make you think that they're gonna do it either every point event or once a month, or when Can't Fear Your Own World and 1,000 Year Blood War got announced, every single time. And with that, with like that false sense of security, a lot of people wasted their like move sources on either stupidity or on a character that they like really liked but didn't think like, okay, it's like, oh, I'll probably just get one in a couple months, or in like 3 or 4 months, maybe anniversary, they'll give us one for everything. So I think that that's what they're doing in terms of like those special moves, or like I think that's what they were hoping that people would believe. I believe. Does that make sense? I feel like I just confused myself.
It does.
Okay.
Joke's on you, K-Lab. I didn't spend anything yet.
Yeah, I've only
But then, do
use
you
them on,
think
like,
they
busted
had this
units.
in mind when they did the compensation, or was it after the compensation? That's the thing I'm wondering. As in, when they did the compensation, did they already have this plan in mind to just like dry out all the special resources from the players by making us think that it was something that's going to come to the game economy pretty soon, pretty often, or was it something that did they just like backpedal out of nowhere after they saw how people reacted to this?
Hey yo, Matt, what up? Hey yo, Matt, where you at? Honestly, I think that like it doesn't really matter in terms of like what they were thinking, because like let's be real here, it's all like a little change in numbers for the special move source. Like they could literally just like shoehorn it into any event that they want to. It's just a matter of switching it out, and it's not really that hard to switch out the items in the news and the actual event, right? So like if they see like the sales are going down and whatnot, they'll just take it out and then be like, all right, you know, we shouldn't do this because it's it's costing us money, which I do believe that it's going to cost them money.
Probably.
No, definitely, dude. Like, I think I paid about $750 per Tokinata. Like, per Tokinata. So, like, that last, the 5 out of 5 Tokinata, the 5th Tokinata that I got was, like, specifically the special move source that they gave us. And, like, right now I think I was sitting on, like, 6 heart sources, 1 mind source, 2 tech sources, 3 speed sources. Like, that's what I'm sitting on right now. And I used 2 heart sources on my movie Ichigo, because I love movie Ichigo. The heart strong attack recharge 14 link. Because I'm like...
the Sana one.
Yeah, because, like, worst case scenario, if I roll SP 500 on him, he's the best link in the game for, like, my Mugetsu. So I'm like, I'm fine with this.
I mean, past Yorichi is not bad as well.
Yeah, but I already have her 5 out of 5 though. And she's premium. Like I'll get another 5 out of 5 in like a couple months. Like, hey, yo, it's true. She's back already.
Yeah, you're right.
I pulled 4 of her on the Tokinata individual, and I pulled like 3 Tokis. Like, that was depressing. Yeah, dude, that's the last time I'm rage spending like I did. I think I have my girlfriend like sleeping next to me, and I'm like huddled away in the other side of the bed, sneakily just popping off $80 multis like left and right, and I'm like wanting to vomit, and I'm like, just one more 5-star. All right, if I get 5 out of 5 Yoruichi, I'll stop. I didn't even record that. Like, that's how ashamed I was. I was like, I'm just popping off multis left and right, and then I finally get my 5th Yoruichi, and I'm like, all right, that's the game telling me to stop. Like,
That makes me sad.
yeah.
Speaking of quick round table, what
game.
is your special move level on your Ginjo right now? All of you, like the tech one.
Oh, don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about that.
6 out of 5.
I pulled him when he originally came out, and I've never pulled him since.
I pulled him when he originally came out as the only character on that banner that I pulled, and I just got the first dupe on the last banner.
I only got him a ticket, so I've been quite lucky on the banners.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
pulled him on the Getsuga Tensho banner on those free summons, and then ever since then I kept pulling him when he was filler on any banner that I pulled on. And now he's 5 out of 5. And so I max transcended him because I rolled my extra stat lottery and got the max SP roll, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it.
he's not
So
a
now
bad
he's-
unit.
Now he's max transcended. I'm like, fuck you. Get away from me. Don't ever show up in my summons ever again, bro.
I
He's
just
like a
watched.
truck, though, so I mean, like,
That's funny.
I just watched.
He was pretty good though. He was putting out the damage.
Yeah, I like that Ginjo. Like I do like his gameplay. I'm not gonna like link slot him or transcend him or nothing, but
Oh,
I just like to be fair, I just like having fun with characters. Like, I find fun in like everyone. Well, almost
I did
everyone.
all that. Man, I mean, I like him, but man, he just needs to stay the hell away from me, please.
I mean, the character is not bad. Let's face it, he's not bad. But like, 1 of him is not bad. 5 of him is not bad. But 6, 7, 8, that becomes bad.
Yeah, I agreed.
I wish actually, about the special resources. What if Caleb gave us 1 special resources after you have a 5 out of 5 unit with whom you're happy about the extra slot? So when you have a 5 out of 5 unit, you could either re-roll that extra slot with your character, with the same character or some points, or sell the extra dupe, which is like number 6 out of 5, 7 out of 5, for a special resource.
I feel like that would be too strong. Like, I would specifically wail on premium banners that I know. Like, I would literally specifically wail for special move sources. That's so I wouldn't have to wail on the actual characters in general. Like,
Well,
to
you don't
be
have
honest.
to wait on premium banners. Just wait on tomorrow's banner. All the fillers we've had
Oh,
like 20 times.
No.
Just pull on the new banner.
My bad, I misspoke. I meant literally on any double chance banner, because I consider those premium banners now. I'm not even joking. Like, they're premium banners for me. This whole Can't For Your Own World banner is a premium banner with sprinkled with some Can't For Your Own World on the side, like riddled
Ah, man,
away
they
in
come
the
back.
Exactly.
deep
That's-
crevices of those
that's-
banners.
They just put a logo on it, which is confident to just sell more. But those characters have nothing special. It's just like any random banner that we would get during the month. It's just like a random mid-month banner.
That's a good point. That brings up another topic that I've seen a lot of people discussing in Discord is Can't For Your Own World Volume 1 isn't in this banner.
Yes.
Yes.
That was shocking.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
I actually wasn't shocked by that. I like looked at it and I'm like, if they really want to make money, bro, they're not gonna put Camp For Your Own World Volume 1 in there. Like, let's be real here. That's Hikone. Hikone is a god. Like,
but they've done it. They've done it with Thousand Year Blood War for round 5 and round 6, and we're talking about Toshio, which is amazing. We're talking about some great units.
Yeah, but you're also talking about 2017 units.
Yeah, I think there's a much clearer divide between the first phase and the second phase of Thousand Year Blood War. And you just don't have that with Can't Fear Your Own World.
I'd say we'll start getting Can't For Your Own World Volume 1 as filler, with like Can't For Your Own World Volume maybe 9, assuming that comes next year.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a 2-year time barrier that they have in line before they start putting them as like quote unquote filler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially with Notora still being one of the best units.
Thousand Year Blood War 1 was August end of month August 2017.
Wow, that's
and they weren't filler until end of month July 2019. So like this is like almost 2 years, like it's almost a full 2-year cycle.
Who's your favorite character?
Stark. I don't have him, but Stark. That man is gorgeous. I ain't even going front.
I was waiting for a Stark remade for ages,
because at first we got the OG Stark, the green one. He was the only one with the guns that we had. After that we got the purple Stark with the swords.
The Deadeye one.
We got
the White Day one.
White Day
had
guns, yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
He was melee, he wasn't ranged. He had guns, but wasn't like a ranged attack character. And now we finally got a ranged Stark, which is actually worth
godlike
being a ranged.
He is so beautiful.
He like people are not remembering. Stark is the Primera. He's the first Espada, so he basically should be the strongest amongst them all. But that's sadly not the case.
He's such a beautiful unit. Like, I think I've watched like cool slow-mo of Stark a total of like at least 5 to 6 times. Like, he is just so good looking. Like, it's just visually appealing. Looks hella fun to play. Like, he is fun to play because I played with the Max Transcended one. It's just gorgeous.
Oh.
Yeah,
and he's
beautiful.
got a remarkable kit. So they did him justice. Honestly,
really
out
did.
of most of the config espadas, they did him justice.
So who are the 3 Camp For Your Own World shafts? Like, big 3.
They're coming tomorrow, I think.
Dang, dude. That's tough. Like,
I still think Grimjow's worse than anything we're gonna get tomorrow.
yeah, agreed. I was gonna say Grimjow. It's like Grimjow, Zamari, and
So who do?
Yami.
I like Yami. I actually personally like Yami.
I wanted him.
Like Flurry, Poise, and then he has like Hollow Killer. I like him. I personally like him. I don't think he's like OP or nothing, but from like a just like what he is and stuff, like I feel like it fits him.
He's beastie. Yeah. I'm actually really looking forward to having, like a resurrected Yami in the game, like a proper resurrected Yami as a playable character.
Like the worm, the centipede.
The big one.
Yeah. Imagine, bro. Like, imagine like 4 resurrected Yamis just running across the fucking battlefield. That looks so fucking stupid. Oh man, that would be so dumb.
they did the country all mode version, which is supposedly like the same size as the resurrected one.
Hmm.
So technically, they could make the centipede version also, in a decently sizable version too, I guess.
Agreed. Yeah, like his sprite's already in the game. There's actually quite a few people that have the sprites in the game. Like even fuck, what's his name? Even Aizen's monstrous form, like the Ultra Fragor form. That's in the game, same as like Mugetsu is. Like as soon as you use your special, they're in that form for like a very split second.
Yeah, I wish we got that Aizen.
Yeah, true.
That Aizen is probably anniversary.
I hope he will.
His anniversary level.
He has to be
Okay.
anniversary level. Like
But the last time we tried to say that an Aizen was going to be anniversary, we just got 2 Ichigos.
yeah, but we ended up getting fucking
Yeah, I
Mugetsu Ichigo and
Yeah.
full hollow-fied Vasta Lord. God, like, is he really Vasta Lord? Ichigo. Like, come on, man. Like, I thought it was hype. I loved it. I just thought it was gonna be Aizen because like the whole yin yang type thing that the previews and stuff that they were giving us.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah,
But actually, they
Everyone
didn't
was.
deceive us. People in Paris at the whatever anime expo that they had in Paris, they were doing tattoos.
yeah,
of
I remember
Furo
the
Ichigo.
tattoos.
So yeah, I mean, they were kind of giving it away, but people just like thought like it's impossible they would get 2 Ichigos as anniversary characters. Like,
Same. I completely agree. I really thought, I'm like, that's so unlikely, especially after the shattered Kyokatsu Getsu glass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
too, yeah.
That was like the big thing that I really thought it was gonna be Aizen. And,
Yeah,
and-
the one character that I actually want to get back to the sprites that are already in the game is when you play the sub story for the movie 3, the one with the Diamond Dust Rebellion. You have the dragon in the game.
Oh, yeah.
The sprite of the dragon is actually in the game. Although he doesn't do much, he just like shoots a beam and then like has a normal attack. But this guy is in the game, so honestly, like I would like to see some more out of the box units coming to the game as well.
yeah.
Isn't Muramosa's second transformation in the game too?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
yes.
true.
That would be cool. I would really love them to start revamping and going back to tag teams. I really want that.
Yeah,
we
that's what
we
you
talked
want
about
as
it
well.
last time too with the whole
Yeah.
like they could just
Switch
do
mechanic.
they could do like tag teams with like not Zanpakutos and stuff. But like I personally love the Zanpakuto arc. I feel like that's like filler done right.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
only
true.
filler arc I watched, so yeah.
Mhm.
The only
Same here, I
problem with
love it.
that arc was they put it in the middle of the fight between Ichigo and whatchamacallit.
Pokio, right?
And
Oh,
Ulquiorra, yeah. But I mean, that was done on purpose. They knew what they were doing, but it was still a decent arc. Imagine they put the belt instead of that one. That was the belt instead of that fight. What would you have?
I literally said in one of my videos,
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's,
I'm like, the bound arc is like the reason I quit Bleach for like I want to say about, I quit watching Bleach for like a year and a half, bro. Because I started watching it with like when, was it not Vampire Diaries? What was that? Oh yeah, better story than Twilight. Twilight, that's the one. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't watch this. Like,
That's the thing. We were in the middle of Soul Society. Everything was getting really excited, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was freaking Twilight.
It-
And I was like, wait.
it wasn't all of a
Did I
sudden
miss
though.
something?
Like the whole Ichigo and Byakuya was done, and then they immediately went to like Bound arc, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah, no, I skipped
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
I stopped watching it and picked it back up when they started resuming the actual story.
oh dude, I dropped it until I saw like Ichigo versus Aizen, and then I picked up on Huecomundo because I didn't want to spoil everything.
Yeah.
So like, there was a long time, All right, so
to be honest,
we're gonna start closing
I
up
transferred
soon.
it over to the manga.
Oh, I should do. I need to get into manga. I just can't sit down and read anymore. Like, I feel like if I'm sitting down and reading, I could be doing other stuff, and like my life is kind of busy now.
I mean,
Well, you can get through way more story reading than you can watching episodes of a show.
Well, the
True,
thing is,
true, true,
like,
true.
I don't really watch anime anymore unless like it's me and my girlfriend. We're just like watching stuff together, and because we binge, like we literally binge the living shit out of stuff. Because it's like it's either we fuck or we binge anime. That's all
All
there
both
is
at
to
the
do.
same time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it comes in hand, but like,
Yeah.
but like, other than that,
What
I
you-
usually say I'm binging something on Netflix. I'm also working at the same time because like I have my dual monitor set up, so I have BBS, I have Dokkan, I have Epic 7, and then I have Netflix, and then I have my actual work, and then I have Discord on the side, and then I usually pull up a stream, and then I just like lurk and chill on a stream and whatnot, and that's literally like what I do.
You need more than 2 monitors for that.
No,
That's
not
like,
at all, because like
5.
no, like my work, it's actually easier for me to use it on half monitor, because like the way that it stretches in and out is just easier on my hand, because like I don't have to like what is it called? I don't have to like go in between the entire screen over and over and over again for my work. It's everything's compacted.
You work
Get a
from home,
high
though.
DPI.
Yeah. Dude, I literally play and work with 6,000 DPI. Like, yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
6,000.
yeah,
So
6,000.
why is your hand getting so
Golly.
Because I work
less than
long
an inch of
hours.
movement?
Because I work long hours and I play a lot of gacha games.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of clicking involved, and that's why like when Soldex like changed it so that you had to like click between all the stuff in the simulator, I'm like, Soldex, I can't click all this. This hurts my wrist after, because I usually do my videos after I'm done working, and like by the time I'm done working, I literally stop working when my wrist is fucking like shot. So so I'm like Soldex, this is too much clicking, and he's like, yeah, but it's good for mobile, and I'm like, please. I'm like, please. And yo, dude, shout out to Soldex, because he literally went out of his way to like change the BBS simulator site for PC in order so that it's like all out there like it was before. Because like I couldn't be clicking like 8 things. I'm like, dude, it takes 9 clicks instead of 3 for me to look up specific characters, even if I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, shout out to
You know-
Soldex.
A lot of work.
Soldex hates CSS,
I know.
and he's been putting a lot of work in CSS just for us. That is, in itself, that is really nice from him.
Yeah. So that'll be a good way to close it out. Start it with Soldex and we end it with Soldex. Yeah, I wanted him to be like well off, to be honest. Like he does way too much work for the community. Like he's been doing work for the community for free for like years, and I'm like, dude, you need to get paid for this stuff, because like you're spending hours and hours and hours for not only like no compensation at all, but the headache of everyone DMing you when you're late by like 2 minutes, when they don't understand what the hell you wrote because they're newbies, so they don't they literally just don't know what shave, like, because like even when they say like shave SA1, I literally message them like, what's shave? Like, I don't know what shave is. And he's like, oh, it's when the strong attack 1 pushes back, and I'm like, okay, that's all I needed to hear, thank you, sweetie. But I'm just like, I can't even imagine the amount of DMs that he gets. So like, yeah, shout out to Soldex, man. Like, I'm just glad he's like getting some form of compensation back, because like that dude deserves it.
Especially, he does have a Patreon as well. We haven't talked about that one, but he has a Patreon available on the website.
Mhm.
It's a button at the very top right. So if you guys feel like you wanna, just say thank you for all the work that he's been putting for free for us. I mean, it's just 1 click away. It's like the price of a coffee or something,
Not even, it's
but
$1,
it does
bro.
make a difference for Soldex.
It's $1 a month. Like, I always promote that whenever I can. Like, Soldex does way too much on this site. He doesn't really post on YouTube. I told him, I even told him, like, dude, just stop like, if people are gonna like start giving you mad shit, because like he was starting to get a lot of hate and stuff like that. I remember when he posted, I think he posted the rates, and like people got on his case for like, it's like, where's the work that you did to find out the rates of like the tickets and stuff? And he's like I'm not trying to give you my hours and hours of work just because like you don't trust me, even though I've been accurate on everything I've ever posted. So I'm like,
Remember that was time ago.
yeah, that was time ago, and I was very, very upset. Like, I was just like, I'm like, you know what? So just don't even post. Stop posting on Reddit. Post it on YouTube. Get a little bit of ad revenue. Get your subscribers up. Like, bro, I got you. You know, like. But
I
yeah.
will say, we had him talk with Captain MZ at the time because that was his first post on the subreddit.
That was
Just
his first
confirm that he
post.
was
I remember
getting
him.
everything.
I remember he was posting
I
like
thought so. That's the first time
the
I heard
banners
him say
for a
this.
while.
No, his first banner was the Yukio mid-month, the Bond mid-month.
Wow, that's a wild.
I know that he was posting for
That
a
was about
while.
the same time that he did the. That was around the same time they did the ticket rates, but we just wanted to confirm that he was getting things in a manner that was actual information.
Oh,
not
yeah.
just trying to pull everything.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I just there's got to be a, what do you call it, like a line too. It's like if someone's been accurate for over and over again for even just like a month, 2 months, 3 months, it's like there's got to be some credibility type thing too. Because like, if you spend hours and hours working for something, for someone to just be like, let me take all your work because like I don't believe you just because I can't do the work. I felt that was really unethical, personally.
Yeah. By the way, Riddler, did they change anything in the database or the way that they push some new data to it? Because it feels like we're getting less data mines lately.
They've been changing everything.
Yep.
They always change things. I don't know how much they have recently. I haven't noticed too much, but I also don't do nearly as much as Soldex does, especially since he's been able to get everything the minute it drops.
Yeah, I can talk to you about that, but I don't want to do that on here because that's like private stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I know back like two and a half years ago, back when Captain MZ was still doing a lot
Oh,
of the
they
data
changed
mining,
the language that
They
they use.
changed.
Yeah, completely. They've
Yep.
revamped the whole thing.
they've been changing a lot of stuff, or they did back then. They changed a lot of stuff, made a lot of stuff harder to get to.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, you pretty
Completely
much
changed
just
the
said
code,
what.
They refactored everything.
I didn't want to say that because if you talk about it, Caleb's just gonna do it again.
So they
Well,
know
that's a lot
exactly
of
how
work
much we
anyway,
can
so
get
they're
to.
not just gonna snap their fingers and it's gonna be done. Trust me, it's a lot of work and money, so
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
just every time you talk about it, boom, they're gonna change
Oh
it.
no, I know, but I mean like that.
Yeah.
That's been talked about like privately for like well over a year and a half now. I think you
Yeah.
said it was like August 2018 was when they changed it, and then ever since then it's harder to get into the rates and whatnot. Because like he said that he can't even pull point event rates anymore. Everything is server side,
Yes.
and that includes
thing.
tickets and literally tickets and everything like that too.
But the thing is, I don't understand why those rates are so hidden. Like, honestly, the ticket rates need to be public information. That
they
is,
don't.
I'm not even
They
sure how
don't.
legal that is. That
No,
is
no, no.
They don't.
public
That's-
information.
It's free.
It-
If it's free, they don't have to post shit.
Yep.
If it's paid by law in a lot of places, they do.
That's why
But
the
if it's
5-star.
free-
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
That's why you'll never see them put BBS tickets as a extra thing in any paid thing, or so on.
Yep.
Because at that point they have to post the rates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's why the 5-star tickets, like, if you buy like the 5-star ticket, you could still go in and see what the rates on that is. That's why you can see what the rates are on the on like the specific accessory tickets, the 5-star tickets, and all that. But like when it comes down to like Brave Soul tickets, Brave Soul accessory tickets, the premium tickets, all that they give you for free that you can farm up but can't buy. They don't give you the rates. Same thing with these extreme co-op accessory tickets. Like even though that those are like special and stuff like that, you can't actually see the rates on them.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah. So little food for thought for those that are unaware, because I feel like that's information that not many people even know about or even think about, to be honest. So like the reason that they hide it is so they can, in my opinion, because this is complete speculation on my part, is so they can backpedal. Is that if they give out too many Brave Soul if they give out too many Brave Soul tickets, it's like, oh, okay, you know what, we can lower the rates while making it seem like we're still being generous.
Yeah, nobody would see that. Nobody would notice it's true. Or they can also have different rates for different types of characters. For example, OG characters can have different rates for being pulled, and newer characters having lower rates. We don't know. We don't know what's going on behind those closed doors.
And
that's
if
actually
they
true. I didn't
always
think of
keep
that.
it hidden, kind of just reiterating, they can change the stuff around without having a big old backlash from the community.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely, that's true.
I do believe that like Brave Soul tickets are lowered. Like I feel like the rates have definitely been lowered. Like if not by much.
I will say, they in the database they have IDs for the pool of characters and for the elites. So we can't always. They locked us out of seeing what those are, but it's still available to see when they change.
Oh, interesting.
So Brave Souls tickets are still exactly similar, at least as far as the last time I checked, to a summon on the premium banner. That has not been changed.
Okay, that's actually good to know.
Right, because I did 1,000 Brave Soul tickets, and the rate that I got out of those was 2%.
That doesn't surprise
And I've
me.
got like 2% rates after like 300 because I've yet to get another 5-star after the 3 I pulled after 150, and that was like 2 months. That was a month ago.
To be honest, the 1,000 or 2,000 is not a very big data set at all.
I know. I understand that too.
No.
Yeah, but have fun grinding them.
I wouldn't be convinced until you posted at least 10,000.
Yeah.
Even that for something that's 2 or 3% rates is
hard to really judge.
Because, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, freaking, I think Griller's done more in statistics than I have recently, but yeah.
All right, so let's close up. Any closing thoughts? ASMR
Only
David
time will
exclusive.
tell, I guess. Only
This
time
next
will
match,
tell. We don't know what
don't summon unless you want to summon. Then summon. I'm a simp. I'm going for Nell. That's all.
I'm a simp. I'm fucking weak. I ain't even gonna front that art. My god.
Yo,
That
Jay,
ass, like,
yeah, I was about to ask what part of her gameplay is it that you're pulling for?
the special.
Bro, the special dog. Did you see that angle, bro? That angle was amazing. That angle was absolutely amazing. I'm like, yo, y'all did this on purpose.
Them angles was cheeks. Literally.
Literally. I'm a simp. But I'm only going for a solo banner. I ain't summoning on this double chance banner because Kugo's there. I don't want him.
Well, he wants you.
I don't want him, so he needs to stay.
Oh man.
Yonder love. Tsundere love.
All they need to do is give that attack plus 100 love, put him in the individual banners and whatnot. Come on.
But Riddler's done a post on it. Like he proved it basically. Like the individual banners, the new ones with the 5% rate, are the best thing to pull on.
They are
At the moment.
ridiculously good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Alright, so we'll close this up. Thank you guys for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Thanks to you, and thanks to the viewers for watching and listening all the way through. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. And yeah, so that's Vanta J, Aaron Yero. You didn't really talk all that much, bro.
I'm tired, G.
Facebook.
I just realized I'm like, dang, I haven't really heard too much from you too. Usually I pick up on that. Riddler, you actually talked a lot more than I expected this time.
Glad to surprise.
Good. And we got Cool, Sid, and your boy David exclusive.
Boy.
And yeah, man, I guess we'll close out. Thanks again for joining, guys. I appreciate y'all coming out. I know it's like everyone trying to come out and whatnot. It gets difficult trying to coordinate with like a bunch of people.
Facts.
Well, if you guys so what happened before the beginning of the stream, the conversation was hilarious. That's.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We're talking about shit, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that drama. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're not trying to spill that out onto the streets, you feel me?